What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich, and in today's video I'll be doing a preview for the big match from Group G between Serbia and Switzerland. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. This game may be played at Stadium 974, better known as the Container Stadium, on December 2nd. And in terms of the results so far in the group for both teams, Serbia lost their opening match 2-0 to Brazil and give up a 3-1 lead and end up drawing the game against Cameroon 3-3. As for Switzerland, they opened with a 1-0 win over Cameroon and followed up with a narrow 1-0 loss to Brazil. So in terms of the table in Group G, Brazil are on top with 6 points, already through to the round of 16. Switzerland is second with 3 points, while Cameroon are third with 1 point, and Serbia at the bottom with 1 point, with an inferior goal difference to Cameroon. So let's talk a bit about the head-to-head between these two teams. There's only ever been one meeting between Switzerland and Serbia, and that was at the 2018 World Cup when Switzerland defeated Serbia 2-1. Serbia did score early through Alexander Mitrovic, but then Granit Xhaka and Xherdan Shaqiri bounced back with goals, and their celebrations did spark a bit of controversy. Are we going to have more drama in this game? Guys, I think so. In terms of injuries and suspensions for Serbia, there's been none listed, but we have to ask ourselves a question. Where's Dusan Vlahovic? Is Dragan Stojkovic going to actually make changes for this match? I think he will, because 2 matches, 1 point, you got to change up the personnel, because I think Serbia have been very, very wasteful in front of goal, and when tested at the back, they've come up very, very short, especially in that game against Cameroon. For Switzerland, Xherdan Shaqiri and Noah Okafor are listed as doubtful, where there's no one suspended. Are we going to see changes made by Murat Yakin? Not a lot of changes, maybe 1 or 2 the most. Guys, in terms of some key insights, Serbia have lost their final group stage games in each of their 3 previous World Cup participations as an independent nation, conceding at least twice in each defeat. As for Switzerland, a win for Switzerland will guarantee them a place into the knockout stages of the World Cup. They've not lost their final group game in any of their last 4 participations, winning 2 and drawing 2. And that is exactly what Switzerland need to move on. And it brings us to the part, what does each team need to qualify? Well, it's a bit more complicated than that, but for Serbia, they're out with a draw or a loss because they only have 1 point. So if they get 1, if they draw, they'll only go up to 2. Won't be able to pass Switzerland. If they lost, of course, they're out. They must win and hope that Cameroon doesn't win and end up with a better goal difference than Serbia. Because let's say Cameroon win their game against Brazil. They will go up to 4 points. If Serbia win, they go up to 4 points. But Serbia got a -2 goal difference, which means they need a big win against Switzerland and hope that Cameroon, if they do win, it's only by a small margin. And that's pretty clear-cut, right? So for Switzerland, they're through with a win. They're out with a loss for sure. And with a draw, they would need Cameroon to lose or draw against Brazil or not win by more than 2 goals. So that's what the scenario looks like right now for both Switzerland and Serbia. So guys, it brings us to my prediction. Who do I think is going to win this game and potentially move into the round of 16? With Serbia and Switzerland, I don't think there's political tension between the 2 countries, but because of some players who are of Kosovan background, and you know the whole thing with Kosovo and Serbia, and you know, all political thing from the former Yugoslavian country, right? We're not going to get into that right now. But Granit Xhaka and Xherdan Shaqiri, their fathers, I think, are from Kosovo. So that's why the last time at the World Cup, when both players, they scored, they were actually celebrating with the eagle. And I think that was the Albanian eagle or something. It has to do with some political thing. And this, it really pissed off the Serbians. And I'm not going to get into that, but that is a major talking point of this game, where if Granit Xhaka scores or Shaqiri scores, are they going to do it again? You see what I'm saying? I think they did They were reprimanded for that back then. But I think we could leave the politics out of the football right now. Let's talk the football. Serbia, they have not been convincing. Not in defense and definitely not in attack. They've been wasteful, actually. Not that the chances weren't created by the likes of Tadic and Milinkovic. Savic in the midfield is just that Mitrovic, he has been wasteful. And I'm not just pointing out Mitrovic only. As a whole, the Serbian team, they have not played well. A lot of people expected Serbia to do very well at this World Cup, but they've disappointed, I have to say. They lost to Brazil. Okay, we understand that. But not be 3-1 up against Cameroon and give up the lead and end up only picking up 1 point. Where if they had won that game, all they needed to do was to pick up a draw here against Switzerland. And Switzerland are a tough team to break down. They have a lot of continuity in this team with Granit Xhaka, guys like Ricardo Rodriguez, Manuel Akanji, Jan Sommer, Nico Elvedi. These guys been around for some time. Sylvain Vidmere playing very well. And Breel Embolo could be very deadly up top if you get him that ball. Remo Freuler and Granit Xhaka in the mid. This team is good. It's going to take a big effort for Serbia to beat this Swiss team. A massive effort, because Jan Sommer, along with Wojciech Szczesny, has been one of the better goalkeepers at the tournament so far. I got to give him that. With Murat Yakin, keep his head, don't make too many changes, put out the right tactics, and take Switzerland into the round of 16 like they did back in 2018. It's left to be seen. Dragan Stojkovic is under a lot of pressure. I think if Serbia fails to advance, he gets a sack or he leaves. Where's Luka Jovic? Where's Dusan Vlahovic? These guys are in the team. You got to use them. That's why you brought them to the World Cup. You have to use them. Use up the team. Andrija Zivkovic has been one of the better players. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic as well. Use the ammunition in your arsenal or pay the price. Guys, this is a tough one to predict, but Serbia, they haven't really convinced me. They haven't. The goalkeeper has been very busy. It's okay. Milinkovic-Savic, brother, he's okay. I'm going to have to give it to Switzerland here. Another dramatic 2-1 win. I don't think Shaqiri would get on the score sheet, nor Xhaka though. They won't be able to celebrate like they did back in 2018. It might be Embolo or maybe a Ruben Vargas. Who knows? Maybe the young Reader might get on the score sheet. It's left to be seen. But I do think Switzerland are going to prevail against Serbia here and move on. But guys, I have to say this. There's also a possibility, of course, that Serbia gets the better of Switzerland and really shake things up in this group. Because look, if we haven't learned anything from the World Cup yet, you might as well stop watching, because look at what happened in Japan, Spain, the Costa Rica, Germany out, Belgium are out, Denmark are out. Switzerland could follow. Now, because they look like the favorites right now to move on, they could follow. So as much as I could predict Switzerland to move on, Serbia could have other ideas and uppercut Switzerland, get their revenge from 2018, and go into the round of 16 to maybe play a Portugal. Who knows? Left to be seen. And Serbia would absolutely relish the idea of playing Portugal again. Why did I have to do that, right? But yeah, guys, that's my preview and my prediction for this game. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if I missed any major talking points. I could only put in, a certain amount of things in these videos, guys. You got to remember that. But subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video if you haven't yet done so. And from your boy Dom, until my next one, go check out all the previews, by the way, guys. Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace. May the best team win.